Hey guys, so today I am doing seriously a makeup look with one single eyeshadow, and I've seen people do these sort of single eyeshadow looks before, and I always wondered, I had to play around with it a little bit to like make it perfect for my eyes. I saw this first on I think Kathleen Light's, and I was so inspired to like find an eyeshadow that would work for my eyes and my skin color to do this look for, because I've tried to do it before with like silver eyeshadow and that was just a mess because silver does not look good on me. Even just like silver jewelry is like a and I almost never buy single eyeshadows because I feel like I'm not getting my money's worth. I feel like they're a lot of money for like one eyeshadow. I'm more of like a palette girl, you know. Getting a palette, you feel like even if you are paying more money than you would pay for like a single shadow, you're getting more choices, so if you don't like one of them, it doesn't matter because there's like 5 other ones that are good, you know what I mean? But I got this eyeshadow from Makeup Forever and I can't even think of the name. It's a number, so I don't know what it is, and it doesn't say it on the back because it's like in the tin inside here and I need to like poke it out. So later on in the video I will say it, and in the description below I'll leave it linked with everything else as well. And I wanted to say that I'm going to start linking my nail polish and my clothing. You can't really see my shirt today, but I'll link it anyways in the description below, as well as lip colors if I'm doing a like non-makeup tutorial video, just because I've been getting so many requests for that, so I figured I might as well leave it linked below. And of course all my social media is always linked below as well if you guys are interested in like social stalking me outside of YouTube, if that makes sense. I post a lot more on Instagram and Snapchat, so Twitter not so much maybe. Let's be honest here. Twitter I'm not the best at. But Instagram and Snapchat are my jam, so check those out. Enough of my blabbing, let us just get on to this video. If you guys are interested in seeing how I created this look, please continue watching. So I'm using the Cover FX Clear Cover Invisible Sunscreen, and this sunscreen is probably like the most bomb-ass sunscreen I've ever seen. Excuse my language, but it is really good. The texture of it reminds me a lot of the Smashbox primer, the classic Smashbox primer of course. And so what I do is I just squirt out a squirt, 2 squirts usually on my fingers. I don't know if you can see that. Let me see if I can focus that. It's like clear primary looking stuff, and I just put that over my entire face and it smooths on really quickly and evenly and smoothly. Next I'm going in with the Urban Decay Naked Skin, and this is a color corrector in the color yellow, and I'm just going to take some of that under my eyes and sort of like in this T area to brighten up my face, and a little bit here like this, a little bit along the nose, lips, chin, and some on the forehead. With my wet beauty blender I'm just going to blend this out. So you can use a brush to sort of blend this out too, but I feel like the beauty blender helps keep the blending of this a lot more natural. That is that, and you can tell even just like already my face has brightened up a lot. And then I'm going into the Tarte color correcting palette, and I'm using the green color here, just using my finger, and I have a few red spots and zits that I'm just going to put a little bit of that onto on my forehead. The green helps cut out the redness, and a little one here. And then again with the beauty blender, just sort of like pat on that. One of the things that I've been using a lot lately is this L'Oreal True Match Lumi cushion in W3. I think I'm closer to W3.5, and I actually do use the cushion that comes with it. I'm kind of surprised, but it works better than the beauty blender for this sort of like cushiony foundation. So using the applicator that it comes with, the only time I'll probably ever say that, I'm just going to apply that starting under my eyes and sort of work my way out. I like this stuff a lot because it does give you actually a pretty good coverage, but it is very sort of sheer and lightweight, and it just feels nice on your face. It doesn't feel like you have this like heavy makeup on your face, but it still sort of feels like, you know, you have a little bit of coverage there to cover up your red spots. Next, I'm going to do my brows off screen just to save a little bit of time, but what I'm using for my brows today is the ColourPop brow pencil in Dope Taupe, and I'll also be using my Anastasia Beverly Hills Clear Brow Gel. Okay, so my brows are done now, and I'm just going to set my face with powder before I move on to the eyes. So I'm using my Sigma F37 Spotlight Duster and the Bare Minerals Hydrating Mineral Veil. And I like to use the hydrating one just because I put it under my eyes and on my forehead mostly, so I like to have that little bit of extra hydration under my eyes. I'm just going to dust that under my eyes, on my nose a little bit, and on my forehead. So now I'm going to zoom you guys in for the easy part, which is the eyes. That's zoomed in enough, I think. Starting off, I'm using the Makeup Forever Artist Shadow in ME644 and a Sigma E25 blending brush. And I'm just going to bring the shadow over my lid, not bring it up into the crease yet. And then I'm going to dust that along my lower lash line as well. Dusting off the brush, I'm just going to blend out the shadow up into my crease to create sort of a gradient effect. And then I'm going to add just a tiny bit more onto my lid. Then that is all for eyeshadow, and I'm using my Kevyn Aucoin lash curler to just curl my lashes really quick. And I'm using my Benefit Roller Lash Mascara. I always only have like mini mascaras, I don't know why. But I'm just going to add a nice thick coat on my upper lashes and a coat on my lower lashes as well. And then I'm going to go in and do a second coat on my upper lashes. And that is absolutely it for eyes. It's just super simple and easy, yet defined. On to the rest of the face. There's just a couple other things that I want to do. I'm going to use the Sigma Cor de Rosa Aura Powder as blush. It's just this really beautiful sort of like corally, summery shade, and I've been absolutely adoring this lately for on the cheeks. I'm using the Sigma F30 large powder brush to apply that with. This stuff is so pigmented too. I don't think I'm ever going to be able to get through all of it. Like, I only put the tiniest bit on, and there's so much on my cheeks. I'm using the Dior Blush Sculpt in number 4 Brown Contour, and it is this color. I'm just using the contour shade, I'm not using the highlight shade, and I'm also using the Sigma F40 large angled contour brush with that, and I'm just going to use that to bronze up my face a little bit. Honestly, I don't think I'm going to really repurchase this stuff. The brown is a really good brown for contouring and bronzing just because it doesn't have any sort of orangeness in it. But for the price, it's not like an everyday sort of bronzery type thing that I would repurchase. It was a gift, so that's why I'm using it. Plus, it's pretty cool to be like, yeah, I have a Dior bronzer. A little luxury when you pull the Dior out of like the makeup cabinet and you're like, Dior, I feel fancy today. So it is something that, like, if you want that sort of little luxury, I would highly recommend it because it is a good product. But as sort of a daily sort of normal thing, unless you have the money to blow, I'd say pass on this guy. To finish off the look, I'm using this Serault, I think I'm saying that right, Serault lipstick in Lily Doré. And this is just a super sheer color with a little bit of a gold fleck in it. And it is really pretty. It's basically the color of my lips with like a little bit of a shimmer, but I really like it just for something like this as a natural lip because I do tend to eat my lipstick off. So I like to use these sort of natural colors that if I do eat them off, you know, it just looks normal, like normal lips. Again, I don't have like a ring of color around. I also split my lip here. I don't know if you guys can even see it in the camera, but it's like starting to turn purple. But it's just like the simplest little easy lipstick, and I think it's super natural and super easy to wear. So let me take my hair down. So yeah, this is the finished look, just something super easy to wear and super simple as well. It's been my go-to just not out of laziness, but I really do actually like it, and it's also easy, so it like makes it easier on me in the morning if I don't have a lot of time or if I'm just feeling like lazy doing my makeup. Then you can also like pump it up a little bit with an eyeliner or a winged eyeliner, some smokiness. You know, it's easy to sort of play around with this as a base look. Let me know in the comments below if you guys are going to try this look out and what you thought. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you're not already. It's always greatly appreciated, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Thanks for watching.